Okay, there we go. We are live. Welcome to the Three Marketers Show, episode 24. Wow, we were just talking about at the backstage just now. We have Jamie today, as you wish lah. Huh? Last week we did a poll. We were asking whether you want LinkedIn or you want Marketplace landslide. Everybody wants Marketplace, so we have to bring Jamie back lah. So I think it's a very good timing also because first thing first. We would like to really congratulate Jamie. Jamie, congratulations for becoming the, Shopee certified trainer. Now you are certified on both platforms. Wow, I think you are the first person.
Yeah,
I think you're the first person in the market that are certified on both platforms. How awesome is that? Okay, so we were just talking to Jamie just now, and can you imagine the last time she appeared on the Three Marketers Show was the episode 5. It's about 5 months ago already. Can you imagine that? Time flies, right?
5 months, though. Very fast,
5 months, it's very fast. We are actually coming to 1 year MCO already, wait. Gosian, it's already 1 year MCO because it's already March, right? So so basically want to actually fill it in a bit about the what do we call the Shopee expert, before we go into the questions. But by the way, if you're watching this, sorry, I forgot to introduce my co-host and everybody. I got too excited when we have Jamie over here. So, okay, my name is Jason. I'm your host for the Three Marketers Show, and we have Manfred. Manfred in the green. Is it green or yellow, Manfred?
Yellow.
It's a yellow
signature yellow.
Correct, signature. Every episode, I think without fail, he's the yellow guy lah. And then basically we have Andrew, but Andrew went missing a bit. I see, there he goes. So Andrew is say hi, Andrew. Never mind, Andrew frozen a bit, and of course we have Jamie there. So today we want to actually have a deeper dive into the e-commerce marketplace selling because Jamie is the expert, in this topic definitely. So nobody can actually talk about this.
Not expert.
We are certified both platforms. That's
better than us. More qualified than us.
I'm sure. So Jamie, help us understand what is the difference between, because now you are Shopee expert and then you are Lazada also certified trainer. So what are the programs available? What are the differences? Would you be able to talk about this a little bit, as in help us understand about the programs?
Of course, now both platforms, they are trying to engage a lot of seller on board lah. One of their KPI, certain departments, their KPI is to get as many seller on board. And of course, now both platforms are also getting a lot of big brands on board into their marketplace. So if now, right, if you can see, right, basically any brand that appears in a shopping mall or probably those brands that have been in the market for years, there will be also you can find easily in Last Mall or Shopee Mall. So next, of course, like Lazada right now, they are also helping new seller like Kedai Pintar. Kedai Pintar means they support new sellers on board, and they even give guidance, give training, and like Shopee also give money to you to play on the advertisement, all this. So I believe all these are very good initiative lah to get new seller on board, where you don't have to worry about you totally don't know how to sell and things like that, because when you get on board, both platform have the similarity, means is they have this called university. The university is not those those real university, but it's like Lazada University and Shopee Uni. So basically it's to teach seller. Inside there's a lot of learning. So even ourselves also, we are still learning inside the platform. So yeah, then all the updated news, how almost every day they have live training.
Wow.
It's just whether you are free to learn or not, or how hungry are you to learn to get on board as a seller. So yeah, I think this is very, very good training. Compared to 6 years ago when I started the business, actually all this learning is based on failure. Learning based on guessing, that can do it. If can pass, that means work. If cannot pass, means we have to think another way. So now I think too good life to become a seller already. Seriously. it's like too pampered already until the seller sometimes because I face a lot of new seller, so the thinking critical already very low already. It's like because the answer is everywhere. So
Okay.
and then the Shopee and Lazada also train a lot of how to say the real seller to become your trainer. So basically
you?
they don't think one. It's like when they ask oh, I face this problem, they're very critical, very critical. Actually the answer is already there. But it's like they just open the mouth only like, how
They want to be spoon fed lah, just like give me food like that lah. Oh my god.
Jason face this every day.
You know, like whole tai like that, you know. So it's like, oh my gosh, like Post Laju didn't come, contact Post Laju lor.
Hello?
What's the Post Laju number? You know, exactly like, you know, like really, really like, oh my god. Like I say like, you know, this world, there are so many more things that we have to find. But I think it's because different timing, different nowadays, like really like Jason, you know, Manfred and Andrew, you all also every time spoon feed a lot of information, right? I believe
in a way lah. I think I would agree with you that, you know, the learning capability of, you know, let's say the so-called sellers nowadays are a little bit limited because they kind of like they got used to this kind of scenario where they always have answers from certain people, so they want to fall back to the thing. But yet again, I guess moving forward, right, as how the so-called the speed of the things, you know, the things is really changing really fast. So eventually, if they don't buck up, you know, they'll be hit in one way or another. So even though Shopee engage you, or in any way they have more trainers and all these kind of things, but all these people, every day we have new things on. Not every problem we have a solution, correct or not?
Yes. Actually,
so
the e-commerce is changing almost every day.
That's
like
right.
if you log in into, if you are like you are a seller, right? Basically like us, right? Sometimes when we log into the seller center, right, suddenly we will pop up some new function. Suddenly, you know, we'll become like those for us, like we sell like quite senior one. They will how to say whitelist us and test the system, the function. So they will say like, now we have this new thing. Do you want to try or not? So it's like, for us, right, we are like the white rats, you know, like try and then some money, you know, play around, and then after that we give feedback to the team. We tell them, actually this one got problem, you know. Hey, how come we set this one and then suddenly, you know, then we will feedback all these things, and then they will you know, amend the system until all stable. Then they will launch to all the seller in
you are the unpaid QC team lah.
Wait, don't say unpaid first. Maybe paid.
No, really free one. This one is actually you just get the privilege to enjoy see whether
first-hand information lah.
Yeah, correct.
Right. But okay, before we roll into the first question now, you see we have just, you know, at fun 9 minutes talking about all these things already. Every time Jamie come in, I show very heavy one. You know, we love having Jamie over here. So if you're watching this live, you wanted Jamie, I brought Jamie. Now, if you have any questions, right, please actually type in the comment section below. Even if you're watching the replay or you're watching the podcast or everywhere you are, you can still feedback your questions back to us. And, you know, this is already the Jamie's second time coming into the Three Marketeers show. Confirm there will be third time and fourth time, you know. Well, Jamie is a good friend. So, okay, now, Jamie, I want to roll to the first question that we have prepared for you. You see, now, in the past 1 year, the e-commerce marketplace or the e-commerce landscape has changed tremendously. Okay, so in a way, right, like you say, you know, all the brands are coming in, even big and small brand, you know, all are coming in. So in a way, the marketplace is very packed, as in like selling on marketplace like Shopee and Lazada. When we say e-commerce marketplace, that means Shopee and Lazada, you know. So is there more room for more sellers? What do you think? Do you think it will be really packed and the competition is really coming up? Or you think that it's just the beginning, we still have a lot of cakes for everybody?
Of course, there's room. You know, if I say don't have, then I sure gonna, like, you know, boycott
bring a
from
stone,
people.
bring a stone to your own leg.
Cannot be.
Why am I claim?
Yeah, I tell you, the pie is getting bigger and bigger because there are more people buying from marketplace already right now. Actually, last time, even my mom, all this, they are not used to buy online one. If you ask them to buy online, right, they won't. Even like my mom, during the Chinese New Year, right, she asked me to buy like all the Coca-Cola, the carton thing, 1 carton of Coke, 1 carton of all this, and then the heavy
Everything
things.
deliver lah.
Yeah, then I said, buy online lah. Why want to carry ourselves like that? Because even my mom, like 60 years old, now she also think that everything must be online. Like even last 2 days ago, we just buy mattress from online. So it's like nowadays you buy online. It's no longer we're talking about fashion, like just clothing or some small thing. It's like people start buying online furniture, buying grocery. Myself, we are selling frozen food online. There are so many things people are buying online, and people already used to it because of one thing. There's a lot of benefit buying online. Already pampered. Not only seller being pampered, but buyer also being pampered right now.
Okay.
So if you ask the marketplace effect, actually, of course, the more seller come over, the better. Because why? We need seller to come over into the marketplace so that the marketplace have more things to buy, more things. Because like last time, I can tell you, like we can mark up very high margin. We are very exclusive. If we are online, right, basically, like, you find me, you want to buy, you buy from me lah. You don't want, then you go for far lah, like that. So now,
you have no choices, but now you will look for something you cannot find in the grocery shop, but you can find online, right?
Correct.
So in a way, what you're saying here is that, the marketplace, the landscape is really shifting in a way where instead of focusing on the few categories, the expansion in the verticals is really happening. It's like more and more businesses are finding their way or found their way to come online and sell. Like before this, to be frank, up to about 2 years ago, selling frozen was really something that is quite impossible because cannot ship. Now all the solutions are really popping up and all this is really happening. And I totally agree. I agree with that.
And logistic also improve. They are improving in their rider, the logistic, the system. Even like now, Lazada, actually, if you want to sell frozen, they integrate with GoGets, actually, like another company. So what you need to do is you don't even have to key in the data. Whatever frozen orders, right, it will automatically sync into GoGet system. So once you sync, right, then you just need to click like, okay, I want to send this tomorrow. Click. Tomorrow the rider will arrive at your place and pick up the frozen item and direct deliver to your customer.
Wow.
So fast. Like today buy, tomorrow you can get your frozen item already.
Yeah, that's why, because this is really, Manfred.
One question. So many people, so many businesses. So does it mean that for online marketplace, people perceive it as cheaper or better?
Okay, last time, I think got one period, of course, all the seller, we do price war also lah, because to gain the traffic, to gain sales and things like that. But now I realize, I also talk with a lot of seller. Basically, we cannot survive via price war anymore. Okay, of course, those new seller, maybe they think like, I need to have cheaper price, only people will buy from me. To be frank, like today, we have the three big sales, right? In both platforms.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot to buy things.
To be frank, I tested today. I take a very, very big step that I do not give discount. I sell at higher price.
Compared to you? You still do well?
We hit 5-figure.
Not bad. Wow.
Yeah, in one day. So I mean, to me, right, then it is even proven that actually we don't need to throw price to gain sales.
And you shouldn't, in fact. You shouldn't do that anymore. In fact, you shouldn't do more the price war kind of thing anymore.
Yes.
Because it's really
killing each other.
correct. It's not giving anything good for the market and among the sellers as well.
I think most of the time people at the beginning maybe will compare prices, but if I keep buying from you, I'm familiar with you already. I don't bother to check. I just buy from you.
That is what we as a seller we need to build. So if you say that is there a room for seller, actually definitely yes, number one. Number two is when you are a seller, the first thing first is not about gaining as many sales as possible. It's gaining the loyalty customer. You need to build that. Because why? Once people buy from you,
So
once
please.
people buy from you, right? Then they will think that, the quality is good, the delivery is good. When I ask you things, you reply me fast. Even we have people replying chat right now. We reply
just
chat
dedicated just to reply chat.
11, yes, until 11 p.m. every day.
Wow.
That is what we do. And some seller that are 24 hours one.
Yo. Really, you need to do that. You need to do that. No need to sleep.
I'm not doing that lah. I hire people do lah. I cannot lah.
There's such a thing called chatbot. No,
but there is no chatbot on Lazada and Shopee at the moment, right?
God. But it's not calculated as your chat.
I know. There are certain kind of bot that you auto reply. They say that we are not around. Okay. Because sometimes I go and I go at 2 a.m. Go and message people.
Yeah. It will auto reply you one.
Okay.
Please don't test the system.
But that's the thing, but sometimes people do expect that. I do agree. So okay, I like the point where this is the first key point.
Message people for.
This is the first key point that we get from Jamie over here, which is really it's the most important thing is to build a brand. Instead of thinking about getting sales, you want to think about build a brand. Now, what about I want to dig deeper on this thing. Now, then we will bring us to the next question, which is if I really come in today, how do I start? When you're saying that, now I understand that you need to start building brand. Is there anything that you will advise us to do? Other than replying chat fast, what are the other things that we can quickly gain our reputation fast? Would there be any way?
Okay, to start selling, of course, you register your account first lah. Which take
Of course.
3 minutes lah. Okay, just keep email or your phone number, all this lah. Then you submit your bank details, everything. So once you got it already, I think the next question is a lot of seller will ask what do I need to sell? What can I sell? Okay, how to buy things, where to source the supplier, because not everybody have even myself when I start selling, I also don't know what I want to sell. So I just sell everything, almost everything. I sell toilet sign.
Kind of product, maybe like toiletry, we should start first. It's easier, although but just get the hang of it.
Last time we don't have data one. Last time in seller center, right, you cannot see the things that which is sellable, which is not sellable, all these things. So we just bang the wall on it last time, talking about 6 years ago. But now in the platform of Lazada and Shopee, right, if you enter the seller center right behind there, they will actually tell you what is the trend of the products. You can actually search. Yeah, so once you search already, right, then you will see actually in this home and living category, what is the top things that people are searching? People are typing and searching.
Chatting also. Chat when they chat, they also collect data also.
Yeah, past 30 days, right? What are the all the consumer are searching for that product? Then you can eventually get some tips, right? This is the first thing that people are searching or people are looking. Then after that, you can go directly into the front page, right, and see all the top seller. 1 month can sell how many, and then you can do the research, go and take a look and people review, see how happy are they, what is the concern, all these things. So once you get all this data already, right, then easily you can find through local supplier first. My suggestion, because if you are not stable, so a lot of people will say, if I buy from local supplier, basically I get low margin. I want to buy from China. I want to supply from China and things like that. So not to say cannot, but depends on your capital when you start this business lah. So if you buy from China, you must have standby a lot of money because you must hit some MOQ. Okay, if
order quantity.
if you don't have you don't meet the MOQ, and then you say, oh, okay, because China now also need business, so they say you buy one also, I give you harga borong.
Really?
I check already. Tipu one. I tell you not. It's not cheap one because you still need to pay for the shipping fee.
True.
And our Malaysian rate now are very, very weak. Seriously, the exchange rate is very weak, and the delivery, like the moment you spend the money to buy the stock, and then you have to wait like 2 weeks, okay, or 3 weeks to arrive. So you must
Same
have
in Singapore. Same.
you must have the meter to hold. And then once they reach Malaysia, the custom you have to wait for clearance
So you probably need to wait for a month to start selling or?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got correct not?
Okay.
If you local, right? Hello? Laban. I want to book this. Then tomorrow your stock already arrived.
True. I want to share a story. Last time, I can't remember where I buy. I very lazy, I don't even bother to check. Then I buy. Then later I went to the supermarket downstairs and I realized, shit, downstairs is even cheaper. I think they bought from the supermarket and shipped it to my house.
I think it's gone were the day where, buying things from China is cheaper. I think it's gone. I think it's no longer that case. In a way, because they are already directly selling on the marketplace itself already. Like Lazada, there are a lot of China sellers. I think the same goes.
I think some items you just need to buy 10. Minimum MOQ is only 10 only. Can buy a very small quantity. Yeah.
And even recent experience where I bought things directly from China, they told you it's really shipped from overseas one. 2 days 48 hours I get it already. Oh. So I think buying retail not to source product So you see, if I know that I can actually do something like this and get things fast, I wouldn't actually want to go through you already. So I think in a way that would lead us to the next question, which is not being actually said here. Jamie, do you think dropship is still a thing?
It's always the hot topic, and it's always is like for a beginner of a seller, right? Definitely will go for dropshipping one, and a lot of people will ask you to dropship one because most of the people who supply to all the seller they are actually either they have the factory themselves in China, okay, or they are a company that like I'm a China, I talk to China people, then I can get the stock and then that is my business. Actually, dropship I think is still. People talking about like directly get from factory and directly get to. How do you know the people who supply to you is actually not the middle person?
Yeah, true. You don't even know. I can look like a factory people, but I'm a dropship. I'm a middle person. Possible also.
If you buy from Alibaba.com,
all these like. Of course, Alibaba.com now also like you pay fee and then you can be feature there and things like that lah. So of course Alibaba you have to look for the gold member. Those there are some of them are real from factory, but the MOQ very high lah. MOQ very high lah. So I'm talking like if you say how to start selling, right? Dropship, yes, you can still go for it. Okay, like as I say, like Wayne, always every week also we talk about dropship one. So dropship, you can start with it if you don't know what to sell.
So at least you start somewhere and you gain some experience, and you start. I mean, that's always the kind of like the route to go.
Then after that, once you say like, hey, this dropship item, this category is very good, hot item, things like that. Then you can slowly source the products by yourself, become a stockist.
Right. Now, I mean, we okay. Basically, that will lead us to one of the questions that we have among the audiences, which is from Gamer Scroll. Let me show that up. Gamer Scroll is our audience. He says that besides advertising, which is talking about starting as well, is there any way for a brand new store to accelerate exposure on the platform? Meaning that, is there any way that I can actually get other than advertising? But I don't think so, right? Is there anything?
Okay, in both platforms, Lazada and Shopee, they also have like those, we call it like sponsor ads. So
Which
it
is
is like
internal
you just
advertising lah.
yeah, you just when people key in, it's very important when the marketplace people when key in the item that you show your store out. So we
Keyword.
call it buy traffic, buy keywords, buy traffic, and
Your own ecosystem.
of course, this is number one lah. The number two one, you can go externally, like using Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, all this to bring the traffic back to the marketplace. So, but one thing is like if you are a new seller, so basically you're unable to track whether the traffic is from from external to internal. So for beginner, I don't really directly suggest you to do the ads first because your store are not well prepared yet.
Okay.
Even
so how do you prepare a store?
How to prepare a store? Okay, you have to
Quick
get
one.
product.
This one
You
is
have
like
to
10
get-
class only can learn one.
No lah, you have to of course
Take
get
your
all
lesson.
get into listed and then make sure
Okay.
your product image is nice, and you get review, things like that. You're prepared first. Because if not, right, you do advertisement, people land on your store, people say like, you got team like want to chop up like that one, like no review, the picture blur blur, and then the description also very high, all this then people will see like, you
One
this
picture only.
even you throw price also, wow, lagi worse. This one sure scammer. Why people all
Yeah,
sell
true.
10
Nowadays, so many scammers. I think people are actually growing already.
really one. So prepare all your store first. Then after that, slowly gain some review follower first, and then after that, then you can start putting advertisement. If not, your money all burn. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
do the basic first before you bring in more traffic lah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have another question coming from Gamers Group. Besides advertising, is there any other sorry, not this one. Sorry, it's about the SEO. I don't think SEO is applicable, right? Is it applicable?
No,
right? For marketplace?
No.
So you can't really do anything on the SEO part, as in like do the search
we
ranking
call
and all that.
it is different things that we call it algorithm. So the algorithm is like based on the title you put. The more you sell, right, actually you will move from page 20 all the way. You move to page 5, all this. You move forward. Yeah.
So the first thing is the sale,
review.
Okay, review. So all these things will be counted as well
And then
by
ads.
the algorithm.
Yes.
Okay. All right, thanks for that. But okay, then we want to move to the next, which is okay. I mean, we have this noob question now, but basically, would you have any recommended category for the new sellers who wants to start? Anything that you believe that could be something that we're talking about. We're trying to see what will happen in 2021 because, to be frank, 2020 was a really crazy year for the e-commerce development. We call this the accelerated evolution. But what is going to happen in 2021? We would like to hear from you because you are the expert of the industry. So let's say for this year, you are saying that, okay, one thing that we picked up from you, which is really awesome, which is you're saying that the vertical is expanding, as in that more industries are finding their way to come into online. But if somebody were to start, what would be the recommended category that you would say that will be something that is more viable to start? Maybe give us 3 of them.
The biggest grow now from data can see is home and living.
Furniture.
Home and living, but of course, home and living is a lot of way lah. Like from kitchen, to living room, to gardening, to what else? Furniture, to anything that related that like even like last year. Yeah, like last year, home and living also boom, like grow like really, really terrible. And then of course, the next thing is like talking about smart home, anything that related on a digital smart thing, like the vacuum, or anything that or the switch, or entertainment part, like nowadays also a lot of people like investing on like good sound system, anything that related that people want to stay at home and enjoy one. So Yeah, recently
Online
also I buy a karaoke set,
What?
online.
Yeah.
Really got
Yeah,
such thing,
I cannot sing karaoke for 1 year
Yeah.
already.
Yeah,
So
your
cannot.
voice also karat already, yeah, ma.
Yeah, so cannot
Got
lah.
different
So
colors also, the mic.
yeah, and then it's
Yeah.
very cheap now. Like like the wireless mic and things like that. 200-300 you can get a set, and then you can sing with your phone, and then got apps. Then you can from the
What?
apps you can choose the song, and then after that directly you can play over, and then you can sing. So now all this technology thing, if you want to sell something technology, then you can use with this, and then like CCTV, anything related to home. Okay, like
Because people
our
stay home
best
too
selling,
much. Cannot
yeah,
tahan with the
our best selling
environment.
things from our store also like curtains. I saw one seller because I do some research, so that's why I also got to touch a bit of home and living. Actually, I'm not selling this category. Just take one or two things to sell only. Try and see the see look. So the one of the sellers sell curtains. Sell about 40,000 piece of curtains per month.
Ooh,
Only curtains. It's
bloody
very
curtains.
And
then
Singapore got one SEO expert sell curtain. No? I saw his Facebook. I was quite shocked. No? He
Just to
sells
sell
curtain.
curtains.
Yeah.
I think
curtain.
can, no. I think whatever you sell until like crazy, then you become an expert in it. No?
And I also saw yesterday people sell gardenings like pots.
Oh
The
yeah,
pot.
man. I also bought certain things like that because nothing to do at home. So we plant something. my chili just grew. Got chili some more, I see at home. So all these crazy things that makes that people wants to do at home, these are the things that you should focus on. Even though the MCO may be lifted, even we can still, you still think that this will be the thing. But I agree with you. I think home and living, technology, gadgets, smart home,
Gadgets.
and,
Yes.
and all these kind of like home furnishing, not to say furnishing, maybe some decoration or planting, hobbies kind of thing. Okay, I think all good. I think these are good. Okay,
I
now
think another suggestion is also you can go like if you have no idea running out of idea, right? You can go to Kaisen. Kaisen, like in Sunway Pyramid, Kaison, Kaisen.
Okay, it's like they sell funny things on, right?
Like Ubisoft, all this.
Okay. It's
So
a
you
brand
walk
that maybe
inside,
Singapore don't have one.
You go inside and then you walk around, and then all the funny thing, a lot of people buy one. I stand there for 5 minutes. I see
every time.
I stand there for 5 minutes and then I say, this laundry bag, seriously, bo? So many people buy one. The laundry bag with all the positive quote one.
What
Like
the?
today is a beautiful day, those laundry bag lah.
Really?
Then 30 ringgit. 20
Huh?
ringgit. I also sit there like wash clothes lah. Why want this so nice one? to me lah. I don't know. I never like enjoy all this thing one, but there are so many people like keep choosing and then things like that. Then the floor mat like nice cute one, and then the pillow like have a beautiful day. All this, and then the cup mug so long. I also don't know how to say
Because
anything.
you're spending a lot of time at home. They are trying to so-called maybe value add a bit just to make it even better.
Photo
Spice up
frame
because you look at it more often already, because last time you go out and work, you come back maybe once a week, you look at it. But this time you every day walk past, cannot tahan, I saw, you want to change it kind of thing. Maybe I think maybe because of that. That's a very interesting one. Yeah, okay. Then all right, I think that's a very good pointer. Thanks, Jamie. And I wanted to bring up a question from Dindo, which is one of my community. So he's asking, I actually don't quite understand this question. If you guys can help interpret, because he was saying that X works price, meaning that from the factory, is $10. What is the sweet spot in selling in Lazada and Shopee? And he was asking, is 33 times a good price point? But
so I think his cost price is
maybe it's the cost price.
But what product is that in the first place?
I'm not sure, but he's really just asking a very generic question. See, that's why
maybe your laundry bag is 10 USD lah.
Your laundry bag 10 USD, you sell 30 USD. That's insane, I think. But if you're actually having like 3 USD, then you sell at 10 USD, maybe. But I think this is really an open-ended question. where different scenario, different product, different industry will have different implication. But I guess, in my
The
opinion,
markup is also depends whether is it this your brand or not. If you brand this by your own brand, then no other people selling one, then you can sell anything that you think you want to mark up lah. Like those beauty cosmetic things, right? Actually, the OEM one, all the
Yeah.
ingredients are the same one. So when they label it out different, right? Can be sell 30 ringgit, 100, 200, things like that. We also have friends and seller that are selling the aromatherapy oil. That one also can OEM one. And then, actually all the ingredient inside, right, is very cheap. Like maybe the cost is 2 ringgit, but they can make it like sell at 9.90. And then they will say this is a premium one, then this is 19.90, 29.90, and even some bottles they can sell 100 ringgit, which the margin can go up to double, things like that.
But I guess that also depends on whether the market has the appetite for that kind of pricing. That's why, I mean, Dindo is asking, it's his own brand. He actually just added the question, in, but he says his own brand. But he's saying that China has sellers selling at 7 times cross-border, but nobody's buying. I think, put it this way, if nobody's buying, then it's not right. Agree or not? So
that means the market cannot accept this price.
Correct. So I would say that whether it's your own brand or not your own brand, I guess the easiest way, this is, in my opinion, I'm not an e-commerce seller, so I may be wrong. But what I think here is, if you can, the first thing what I'll do is I'll go into the market, I'll see what is the price. So if I think their price is too low, then I actually go for the price that I think is more reasonable. Okay. If I think their price is reasonable, then we will have to just go and play at the even field. And then the next thing is, instead of guessing, put to test. Right? I always like to tell people that the easiest way to get an answer is to put to test, because the market will always tell you whether they like it or not. They will always tell you that this is the right price point or not. Instead of asking, over here. You see, that's why we say that this is one of the reasons, because I work with a lot of e-commerce sellers, as not real e-commerce sellers. They are trying to start selling. A lot of manufacturers, a lot of them are actually brand owners and all these things, right? This is one of the things that has been holding them back. But to be frank, the market always has its answer. That's what I think. Right? But thanks for the question, Dindo.
Facebook advertising also.
Yeah.
You have to test it, then you will know.
Correct. A lot of people ask me what is the right CPM, what is the right cost per click. Hello, I never touched your brand before. I never touched the industry before, right? So I have to go in and test it. So that's why I always tell, go in, the market will give you the answer. The market always have the answer. Correct? So, okay, then that will lead us to the next question. But wait, let me see if there's anything from... we have a quick one from the Gamer Scroll. Okay, he's asking, is there any requirement to unlock the analytics? But I'm not sure what kind of analytics. Maybe the analytics to see which product has better selling. Is it available to everyone?
This one, if you go back to Seller Center, is open data. You can just see, it's like based on the category. Of course you cannot see other people category lah. So if you are registered under that category, then you can see that particular products. The category, like running, what is the keyword, what is all these things. Yeah, the trend, how many relevance keywords, how many people search for that. Yeah, you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Jamie. I mean, then we want to bring to the next question. You see, we're talking about trying to push our business forward. In your opinion, is Facebook advertising still the in thing for Shopee store or Lazada store?
Yes.
In 2021, how would that impact, compared to whatever that, that is being offered by Shopee and Lazada in the so-called the in-system advertising or marketing tools available compared to Facebook advertising? How would you advise the sellers to actually balance the usage of different advertising mechanism?
Okay. Basically, this one is actually something as a seller is something very new lah. But to me lah, I mean, you also know that I'm forcing myself to learn this. If this doesn't work, why should I actually spend so much time to learn on this Facebook marketing and things like that? Okay, if it's not working, Shopee and Lazada actually won't give training on e-commerce and Facebook collaboration. Okay, because why? now, I mean, we have a data actually to show that actually now most of the people like Gen Z spend most like 2 or 3 times more shopping on through they will search on social media first before they actually go into the marketplace. So basically, it's like from the social media, they look, they go and find the data. They go and they go and search, everything first. Then after that, once basically now, last time when people want to buy something, people don't know what to buy. People are browsing around, but now people are already very clear that okay, I want this phone with this this storage, and I want this color and blah blah blah. Then only they go to the marketplace and buy things. The behavior is changing. And we through, I think 2 days ago, I attended one of the Lazada training session, right? Is given by some outsider. They say in 2021 they can forecast that actually Facebook or social social all these social marketing things like that, right, will increase 34%.
34%, so accurate.
4%. Don't know
Right.
they say so I just listen on.
But I
So
will
that
agree
means
with you,
it's
though.
a very big thing, actually.
So the
So
social media is still the in thing, but of course the landscape might be shifting lah. So you need to take a look at other like social media because it's very wide. It's not just Facebook. We also have Instagram, and TikTok is coming into play, and a few other things as well.
And why I know this is because they are actually convincing us as a seller to start posting our listing, like images, in Instagram, in Facebook already, because they want to create the loyalty. They want to create the brand awareness. Because now if you want to get the loyalty and brand awareness, basically you need to go to the Instagram or Facebook, all this, right? And then you advertise, and then people keep on looking at your brand, and then they only will trust that, oh, this brand, okay, then they will only go to the marketplace and buy.
Right.
Yes, because people do research through there already. And then they will go to YouTube, they will see people review the item, all this lah. This is called like, the another way of
multiple touch point all the multiple touch point. Then it's no longer one man shop already. Then it's a team already.
You need to have a team already,
And Facebook advertising, like now, like Jason always touched about the C-Pass thing, right? I think it's actually something that when I do research already, I go to marketplace. If I don't buy from marketplace, then I come out, then I go back to social media, I will get to see the things again and again and again until I feel like I buy. So if like Jason said, test 7 days so it's 7 days, right? The fella don't buy, right? Means wasting time, this fella not buying already.
Yeah,
so
let them go.
Just
let
it go, let it go, target another fella.
I actually would agree with that because to be frank, the buying behavior shifting, that's definitely I will agree with, because you see, you know what happened? Whatever I see right now, right? Even when I see it in store, in physical store, the next thing I'll do is I go and look at it at Google, at Shopee and Lazada first. Wow, this thing 20% more expensive. I'll go fly kite. I go and buy from online instead. So that's kind of like the thing that is happening right now, which is something that has been happening in, that actually kind of like part of the evolution in those more developed countries like China, in terms of e-commerce. So moving forward, I think the landscape is going to change. But I want to quickly bring up a question that is not part of listed over here, but I want to pick your mind, Jamie, because now you are actually the certified trainer for both platforms. Okay, I wanted to quickly understand from you about this thing. What is your take on Shopee and Lazada's direction in 2021? Because these two companies, these two marketplaces has kind of like, they are actually in a way, they are competing, of course, but yet again, right, each platform has its own uniqueness in terms of their own direction.
Yes.
Okay, so what is your take in, for 2021 for these two?
I'm interested. This one I'm interested to find out.
I would like to hear from you. If you can offer some insights, let's see whether
This one I can only mention about like the point of view of myself. I cannot represent them because Of course, these are all our
Of
very
course, strictly your own point of view, nothing to do with them.
And what I see, the current trends that as a seller, I realize that Lazada is actually going forwards to brand, very branding, very high class, like very, all into branding type of things. Like they are pushing a lot, educating a lot on the last mall seller. They are building like they want to be like Tmall like that, like really like very exclusive.
The premium
Very
marketplace.
premium marketplace. So if you can see like some of the very, very good brand, right, they are actually very well in Lazada, like L'Oreal, all these big brand, Dyson, all these big brand, they are already like I think a few days ago Panasonic also like engage people to to bring them, all this I mean Lazada right now is very focusing on premium type of to me I see because even my key account manager also tell me, hey, you go and change your picture don't so pasar malam can not do high class retail. They like even normal seller also they request like us to change the whole entire selling pattern selling things like that.
The branding per se, the outlook.
Branding,
Right.
And then
so
they
that's Lazada.
And then for Shopee wise, I think no need to say lah.
It works.
No, Shopee is like marketplace really like central market that.
But then again, this is what I noticed. Back then I was having this kind of perception that Shopee is more like a like open-ended market where everybody can be there. But I can see that it's changing. You see, Muji is in.
Yes.
And a few big brands that I follow are actually going in. And when Daiso launched, they didn't launch on Lazada, they launched in Shopee. I think that is one of a very interesting sign that, although we understand that, of course, Lazada is trying to go premium and Shopee is trying to cater to a bigger mass market. But Shopee is actually gaining some foot in terms of, as in like gaining some foot ground in terms of, in terms of that. And
Shopee always are very kiasu one,
Okay.
They were just like, anything, right, they will chase up and then they are very fast.
Right.
So actually from my learning, I can see here is if you want to stand strong in this market, okay, you have to be very fast. No matter what, it's like you see your competitor already start doing something, right? Then they are acting double fast, So if you say you want to do brand, right, okay, I go and search more brand faster than you.
Right.
Things like that. And then I offer better deals, okay, to join me on board. So Shopee, they have this priority seller. Priority seller means that I can give you the best offer ever, and then with all the rebate, with all whatever it is, okay, the slot and things like that. But one condition, you cannot sell in other marketplace, especially Lazada.
Okay. Because now yesterday they launched Preferred Plus.
No, not yesterday lah. I mean, I think 2 weeks ago they already Then they forced the seller to go higher standard already, because preferred seller also a lot of preferred seller already. Now everybody are preferred seller. Too many.
Correct.
So they were, and if you become a preferred plus seller, then you can get rebate one. You do advertising, all this, you get rebate one. So a lot of people will die want to become a preferred plus. So even my shop now past 3 weeks already. So we have 8 weeks to go. So we can see the line past 1 week, second week past, third week past. So it's like, fourth week past, fourth week, fifth week, Then after that,
there is a threshold you need to maintain there in order to become the Because it's really very interesting, because we actually learn with regional people. You know what? At Shopee in Thailand, now they're actually giving rebate. But to normal seller also they give rebate, but here only they give it to the Shopee Plus. You know what they do? They actually, if you advertise on Facebook or other social media to bring traffic into your store, they will actually give you reward to advertise inside Shopee in Thailand. So that's a very interesting scenario. I think I agree with you that Shopee, they are actually a bit kiasu, meaning that they try to outrun the competitor in a way lah. But we have a very
you asked me the Facebook advertising, right? Actually, Shopee are giving incentive for the seller.
Yep.
If you advertise like 3K or how much, right? Then they will actually give you back the rebate.
That's
so
what I heard as well.
very attractive one. So
Yeah, more reason for people to advertise, right? That's why luckily I have a course, we still can reap a bit of benefit from that because people want to learn. But one question from Chiwa, I think is quite interesting. I think Chiwa, this one dinosaur, I'll buy from Muda one, but anyway, no, just kidding, Chiwa. So Chiwa is saying somewhat Muda sellers also upgraded themselves and moved to Shopee. What do you think? Because I remember, Jamie, you also saying that you also sold in Muda or something before.
Muda.
Yeah, what do you think?
That's where we started lah.
So when Chiwa perceive start selling on Shopee as an upgrade, then you really mean that Muda is becoming dinosaur, or is that a new life for Muda and Nello?
Not really lah. Actually, Muda depends on what you sell lah. But in Muda, right? I think you won't get the volume as per you're selling in Shopee and Lazada. Okay, and I think to a lot of people right now, right, Muda is like more to selling, buying cars or second-hand things.
Okay.
Then it's like that. Like the concept is different already. And I think okay, like example, like I think 2 weeks ago, I sell my my freezer in Muda.
Wow.
And really works one. I sell those second-hand office furniture because I want to upgrade new one ma. So I will sell the old one. So really got people buy one still working one on Muda.
Same, I agree. I just sold my fridge also through Muda.
Yeah, still working.
I think it's the marketplace for that. So in a way, the distinction between marketplaces is really like shipping, kind of like settled. So different people will have a different strength over here and there. So that's kind of like the thing that is really happening. Right. Now, I mean, I want to bring it to another question, which is also not part of a script, but I think this is really something that is available. But okay, what is your take on the online shopping behavior in 2021 and moving forward? Now, let me elaborate the question. You see, what I observe from I always like to actually compare ourselves to Taiwan because Taiwan is a few steps ahead of us. So what I observed when I was working together with Taiwan, so-called there was a partner that we worked together. We were trying to observe the change, as in the trend. You see, Taiwan at one point, marketplaces like PC Home and all that, they were really, really big. And then after that, when they come to a stage where the market become kick into the maturation stage, people start to follow brands, and brands start to build their own website. So when they start building their own website, and then they will actually incentivize these people to start buying from their own website. So in a way, right, in Taiwan, website is really big. In a way, selling on your own website is really big. Of course, there are still, marketplaces like Shopee hit PC Home to the ground in Taiwan and all that. But do you see this thing happening in Malaysia? Meaning that shifting towards own website for branding perspective, or this thing. If you don't see it happen, do you predict this thing will happen? Maybe not this year, of course, maybe in the few years to come. But what would you think about this shift, the market shift?
Okay. I have after I see this question, right, actually I do some survey also lah. I think now in Malaysia, customer prefer to shop in marketplace rather than e-commerce. Number one. Reason there are a few things lah. Because there's no very difficult that your own platform, unless you spend a lot of money, spend better than in the marketplace, because marketplace now offer so many things that is actually a free things for buyer and seller. So as an example, like why I say so is because like those free shipping free shipping programs, and then they are very close. They're almost like monopolize the courier service. They have volume. So no matter how you do or how you talk to the courier service, right, you will never get like 4 ringgit or 3 ringgit shipping fee. And some even like bear by the Shopee or Lazada, you only like you don't have to pay shipping fee at all. So
Right.
if I'm a buyer, if I go to your website, are you willing to spare me of free shipping? That's number one. And then number two is nowadays, as again, I go back to behavior. Even you have website, right? I will go to your website and then I will go to the marketplace to check. And if I check, right, so if your website are selling the certain brand things at that price, and if I go to marketplace, there are thousands of sellers selling the same thing, right? Then
At the same price, also you will buy from a marketplace
I will buy
because
from a
of the free
marketplace.
shipping and the coins and all that things, right? All these
The
extra.
guarantee,
Mm.
free returns, 14 days. If I don't like the things, I will just return. So
Right.
I'm not afraid to try out and things like that. Unless if you say website, your own brand, people really like want it. Of course, they are very how to say there's one website they are selling like Baby Dash. They first started in website one. They are doing very good in their own
Only
website.
on the website. Yeah.
Only
They
on their
learn from
website.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
my
then after
student
that,
as well.
slowly they also moved to marketplace. There must be
Right.
a reason. Because in the end, you have to exist in marketplace to
True.
gain that the brand name, people know you are there. So if today, if I search online, people last time when I remember when I do website, people say, if your business I search online, no website, then this business is cannot one. But now the story also changed already now. So it's like now, if I search in marketplace, if I don't see your brand, this brand confirm cannot one. Then so it's like different things already because the behavior is very, very different. It's very, very, you see, Tefal,
Yeah.
big brand.
Tefal, so big. They're the number one in the market right now. As in like the online sales. Yeah.
And overnight they can sell like the period, right? They can sell 10K, 20K of pants,
Yep.
like whole Malaysia you Tefal like that, like no other people, no other brand like that. Tell me
Yeah.
how to handle, even if on website, right? I think maybe the website, if like
The server will
if
crash.
like, crash 11 sure crash.
Sure crash. You cannot handle the so-called the infrastructure on your own, the workload and all
Yes.
that. Which when you sell a marketplace, it's taken care of. You just pay them whatever whatever you want to take. It's taken care of, which is agreeable. I think in a way, because I was actually looking at Taiwan because they shifted, but even that marketplace still has a very strong hold. But I would say maybe not for every industry. So for most of the things, even as in like for foreseeable future, I would say I will agree with Jamie that it is still on the marketplace. I think the e-commerce growth is still focusing on the marketplace. But okay, another question which is not here, I don't even have it.
But this 2021, right? You say the behavior. One thing I really want to highlight tonight is
Okay.
actually is the live session and influencer. Okay, this is the marketplace trend coming up that is really, really have to, even myself are struggling, to get like people to do live for my company and influencer, because now people follow some influencer and they will become the brand partners. They will talk about the brand, they will talk about your store, they will talk about your products. And the moment they talk one word, right, it's better for you than you talk 1,000 words.
Right. So the influencer is the big thing this year, do you think?
Influencer live session, doing live.
Live.
Yeah,
Really?
selling live. Yeah, you don't talk about Facebook lah. Okay, Facebook Live, of course, it's a lot already. But in Lazada marketplace itself also got live already.
Right. I realize that because I follow certain brand they always have this notification that they go live lah. Certain brand go live, and people do follow because of certain incentive, because of certain discounts. Usually they are live with their discounts. Usually.
Yeah,
right?
got bidding. That even in Shopee itself, right? They have function like you can bid that products.
Whoa. But this is really wow. I think Looks like very interesting change. I mean, for
And
this
then that
year,
force you to view 3 minutes or 4 minutes, then you can get Shopee coins.
that's interesting. That's why I mean the other day our friend Manfred was saying to go play game just to earn coin, right? I also did that. Every day got to check in to earn coin. I think it makes sense, because it becomes something that, in a way, it has changed the buying behavior, and yeah. So I will agree to Jamie as well, because I would say this year, even though so much changes and all that, I think the growth is still focusing on the e-commerce marketplaces. I think that's what I have. Okay, now, all right. I think I would, because we have a pregnant lady here. We don't want to hold her for too long. So I think I want to. If you guys have any more questions, we can open up for another. Oh wait, by the way, Chiwai has one. Does Shopee officially allow used products for sale?
I think
You say you haven't stumbled across a used product in Shopee.
not a lot.
Actually, there are people list second hand, but you must list there. When you list the product, they will say this item is new or used.
Oh,
You can select, and then of
Shopee,
course
Lazada, Q10, you name it.
no.
What it was? Lazada don't have it?
Lazada no, they can only put refurbish.
Refurbish, still use Still use.
Okay.
Every platform use. It's just that they don't concentrate on this. It's more on the carousel, Muda, then
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, now today basically we don't have website of the week, but we wanted to highlight a group, Jamie's Facebook group, where you can actually join her to really learn about e-commerce marketing from Jamie. I let me quickly bring up. I already posted the link in the comment, so you guys can actually follow this group. And on top of that, we also have Jamie's YouTube channel as well. So I just want to quickly
Do a shout out for her.
Yeah, so
reference from the YouTube and Facebook link that Jason is putting up.
yeah, I'm putting in here. So please follow Jamie on both platforms, because you have no idea how crazy this lady is sharing. It's actually, we were just talking about, now today, this is the 24th episode of the Three Marketeers show. But can you imagine, our friend here has been doing live in her group since the start of MCO. So they beat us to the ground. They started, we only did this for 6 months, but they've been doing this for 1 year already. Kala, lose to the end. So you see, she shares a lot. One thing I like about Jamie is that, although, of course, she does her own store and she's a multi-7-figure store owner, but the thing here is she's so generous in terms of sharing. So please, okay, guys, if you guys are serious about learning how to actually excel in selling on marketplaces, right? Please, follow Jamie. You won't. Nothing will go wrong on this thing. All right. But before we wrap, Jamie, do you have some final advice that you probably want to share with the sellers over here, who wants to sell on marketplaces or already start selling on marketplaces? Is there any advice that you want to share with them?
Okay, I think to me, it's a never it's a never ending learning things in marketplace, and through marketplace. Actually, I found myself. I have the passion and the things that I gained throughout the years. People say like you sell online, don't know can become rich or not, or all this. But I'm not very rich lah. But at least I can I can spend on the things that I want. I can feed my family. I can learn a lot of things, and it's a very, very good growth for me, okay, as an entrepreneur through this e-commerce place. So, and it's always a very nice thing, is because this thing is never ending thing. It's not, you're not going to be like expired this type of business. So to me, if today you are still thinking whether you're still struggling or thinking the question whether you can survive just by selling online or not, or you don't know where to start and things like that, actually my advice is you just go just go and
Just
do.
start, right?
Just start, because there is no say like like when is the right time. And you know, if you still ask this question, right, I will ask you, you cannot see me. You know, you still ask this, like, when is the right time? This pandemic is the right time already. You know, it's like forcing everybody going online already. So if you're still asking like when is the right time, what to sell and things like that, so it's like what to sell. I tell you, you sell anything also got people buy one. I have friends selling rocks, batu,
What?
batu,
Literally rocks,
rocks, and it's like, oh my god, I say like, wow, sell batu, you know, and he sells so well, you know.
Batu,
And
oh.
yeah, now you go to Shopee now, you just type sell leaf or sell rocks or sell batu sungai. People go to the river and take the batu and then pack and send to you.
Wow, 200 over sold. What the? Really? What?
Okay, Jamie is not the feng shui lady. I mean, I don't have to calculate and tell you ngak lay sub lim pat lin or whatever lah. Okay, but the thing is right. Just go and sell only. Whatever you want to sell, you sell only. You don't have to ask anything. There are people doing popcorn. Huh? Really, right?
What? Wait. What? Sell batu, win, go sell.
Serious.
So, sell water can sell, no? Don't know, whatever crafted water.
Water also got people sell.
Got okay.
Serious what?
Okay.
People even sell the total number on Shopee. Seriously lah. Okay, this one you don't sell these type of things lah. Okay, but I mean, if you really want to become, become a real seller, continuously business, you have to be very very straightforward lah. Don't do hanky panky thing lah. Okay. So yeah, don't just sit there and listen, and then you go course lah, you go training lah, but you don't start right. Nothing
and
happen.
it's not gonna work. I totally agree. All right, so basically, really the best, the most awesome sharing about e-commerce marketplace would definitely come from her. So do follow Jamie on her Facebook group and her YouTube channel. And if she has any new courses or whatnot, join. That's the next thing you need to do. That's the daughter we belay the balloon. So okay, I mean. Right.
Okay.
I think that will wrap this episode. Thank you so much, Jamie. Thanks for joining us again, and we look forward to probably see you in near future. Maybe after your second baby. Yeah, maybe I think it's about time. Huh? When do you do?
Got 1 more month.
One more month.
Then we got her at the right time. Then 1 more month. And after that,
and it's like this Saturday we also have trainings going on. I mean, I if I can work lah, and I still will go for it until the end. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. I mean, and towards the end of it, we have Andrew back. Andrew just come and say. I mean,
finally,
Andrew is suffering from the internet issue. I think.
Finally, now the internet seems to be working.
Yeah, but Jamie needs to go.
I know. I'm sorry, Jamie.
It's okay. All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Tuning in. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I have to watch the replay.
Yeah, you watch the replay.
I have to watch the replay.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.